Lawyers for former President Trump mounted their defense today in his second Senate impeachment trial.
The Trump team used just 2.5 of the 16 hours allotted by the rules. KCAL 9's Amy Johnson is here now with the latest. Amy.
Juan and Susie, the former president's defense team, denies he played any role in the deadly Capitol riot and set out to prove he always stood for law and order. They also accused Democrats of launching a campaign of hatred against the former president and manipulating his words in the lead up to the attack. Lawyers for former President Trump came out swinging Friday, pushing back against 2 days of arguments from House impeachment managers accusing him of inciting the January 6th attack on the Capitol.
Nothing in the text could ever be construed as encouraging, condoning, or enticing unlawful activity of any kind.
Mr. Trump's team sought to distance the former president from violent rioters. And the defense played video montages of Democratic lawmakers in an effort to argue they've also used heated political rhetoric.
We stand up and we fight back.
Mr. Trump's lawyers contend he was the victim of an impeachment witch hunt since he became president.
Impeach 45!
It is constitutional cancel culture.
A number of Republican lawmakers have said a conviction is highly unlikely, something that would take 17 GOP senators joining with the Democrats.
I think the president's lawyers blew the House manager case out of the water.
But some Republicans say they are looking to the former president's lawyers to answer specific questions regarding the timeline during the riot.
So the president knew that people had invaded. They were approaching the Senate chamber, and the Secret Service felt like the vice president was in danger. About 30 minutes later, he tweeted out another tweet negatively towards the vice president.
I send a question to the desk.
Now, during questioning, Mr. Trump's lawyers would not get into timeline specifics, but argued the impeachment article is for incitement and how he responded to the riot is not relevant. A final vote on whether to acquit or convict the former president could take place as early as this weekend. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Amy, thank you very much.